I'm excited to be with you today. One singular reason. In the next 12 to 15 minutes, I intend to help you become more innovative. But to do that, I need to share something with you. Come a little closer. What I want to share with you is a secret that will help you catapult way beyond what you would normally do. It's a little secret, but it's something that came in the last 6 to 7 years. I also need you to open your mind. Think like a 7-year-old on an iPad for the first time. So somebody's in the back of the room thinking, well, I'm in finance or I'm running a charity. Why do I need innovation? Everybody needs to be innovative. Everybody needs to have innovation in their world because it's changing so quickly. It gives you an advantage. Look at this word. It's overused. It's hyped. It's in the press constantly. It's underfunded, and the results are few and far between. But this word's really important. The Fortune 500 CEOs' top 2 priorities, innovation. So you want to make sure that you grasp this and you take it forward in your world. Look at this word. Do you see something else inside it? Yes, there's an M inside it. Now, somebody in the back saying, there's no M inside of innovation. I know that. But there's something here that we can leverage. Now, when you look at innovation, if you talk to innovation people, they'll say, oh, yeah, we have an innovation pipeline. We're on the path to innovation. We're walking down this road. It's a big valley. It's easy. It's a cakewalk. Let me just tell you one thing. This is reality. This is innovation. This is being innovative. It's hanging on by your fingernails. It's falling. It's getting back up. It's climbing again. It's not easy to be innovative and deliver innovation. You need an edge. You need an advantage. That's what we're focused on right here. What can I give you that you can walk out with? The innovation, the M inside of innovation is mobile. Now you all say, well, I know mobile. I have a smartphone. Well, it does start with smartphones. But look at it like a sandwich. The sandwich starts with smartphones, then tablets. Then you got mobile gaming, you got apps, you got 3G, 4G, cloud, internet, big data, etc. That sandwich, you can pull out anything you want to eat in that sandwich. But mobile is that sandwich, it's not smartphones. It's an opportunity rocket. I want you to take mobile, strap it on your back, and shoot to the moon. It's that powerful. Right now, the single most important factor driving innovation is mobile. Now, once again, it goes back to the sandwich. That could be the cloud, it could be apps, it could be mobile gaming, mobile video. Here's a crew of people that have done a nice job getting the M, doing mobile in a big way. Let's start with Steve Jobs. I'm an Apple fanboy, so I'd love to start with Steve Jobs, right? What did he do? He took an iPod company and Mac company, and he catapulted it like this with the iPhone, the iPad, and the ecosystem with apps, games, etc. So mobile was his way. Google, I love this story. Just imagine this scenario. Eric Schmidt, the CEO of Google, is on the board of Apple. He's sitting at the end of a conference room table. As Steve Jobs up front, he's got the first iPhone. He says, this is what we're going to do. We're going to come with the iPhone. Eric Schmidt sitting back and said, wow, that's a big problem for us. We're a desktop company, search engine, revenue's going nice, but we'll be a single icon on this iPhone. This will be a problem. It'll bust our business model. A couple days later, he probably went back and said, we need to go and buy a software company. And they did. They bought Android, and they turbocharged it, and they built it up. And now 80% of all smartphones have got Android on it. Now, no surprise, Steve Jobs and Eric Schmidt fell out on that one. But where has Google gone? It's driving everything right now. Let's talk about Zuck. Well, he had an IPO and he made billions. Then they stumbled. The IPO didn't go well. They're a desktop-bound company. I would stand in front of people and go, let me just tell you, Zuckerberg needs to know that they are a mobile company. Because on desktop, you check in 3 times a day. But on mobile, you check in 22 times a day. So no surprise, where is it going? It's mobile. Shortly thereafter, he brought forward a whole mission to become a mobile company. And now they're back on track doing well. One of my favorites, Marissa Mayer. She's not my sister, she's not my wife, but God bless her. She goes from Google over to Yahoo. Number one mission, first thing she does, how do we shift our game and become a mobile company? She tells a story about being in the cafeteria and meeting the person that's head of mobile. How many people do we have that are on the mobile team? He said 60. Next day, she sat down with her COO and said, we need to have 250 people immediately on mobile. She shifted their game. Okay, so somebody in the back is saying, well, those are all big companies. That's their job. They need to be innovative and use mobile. So here are 3 Stanford students, actually 2 right here and a third one. And they had an idea 2 years ago. Let's send messages, let's send pictures, and have them vaporize afterwards. I know all of you know what I'm saying, because this group definitely has Snapchat, right? When I wrote this presentation, initially it was $860 million was the value, and everybody's like, $860 million, that's incredible. Last week, Facebook offered $3 billion, and the rumor right now is that Google's working on a $4 billion offer. So anybody can take mobile and drive it to a whole different level. Let me talk about you. Mobile and you. I don't expect you to create Snapchat, although you could. What I want you to do is take mobile as an ace, put it in your pocket. So when you're doing pitch day with a couple other friends, pull out the ace and throw it on the table up front in the conversation and go, do we look at it from a mobile perspective? Not just mobile on the back end doing an app, right up front in your strategy. Let's say you're with a charity and you're thinking about how do we build our plan for 2014? Pull out the lens, put on mobile and go, we need to look at this. How can we drive our donations using mobile? That's what I want you to do. Whatever you do, build mobile into your direction. Now, I'm going to give you 5 drivers. They're really enablers because they will help you get there and also dimensionalize what you can do with mobile. They're quick and it's fun. Moments of wow. The first one, the first time you saw an iPhone or an Android and you started spinning the wheels to set your clock or your alarm clock or whatever, or you started playing tandem games, you said, wow, this is awesome. That's what mobile's about, moments of wow. You can be a business or you can be a consumer using it, but it's about those moments and enhancing them. Let me show you how I describe the moments of wow. Think delicious and think killer function. So on one end, you've got delicious user experience. UX is user experience to mobile people. So delicious. Steve Jobs once said, looking at buttons, he said, make them so delicious people want to lick them. So the user experience has to be delicious. On the other side, it has to be killer, a killer function. So you're standing there and all of a sudden you're getting data and information and video, whatever's in the moment right there. That's a killer function. So the first one, Google Earth. Who doesn't want to look at your house or where you are from space? You know, that's a great user experience and killer function. The second one, when you move over to gaming, mobile gaming, you're standing, let's say you're standing here at Villanova, but you're playing and shooting up zombies with somebody in Tanzania you never met before. How much fun is that, right? Another one, Vine, creating 6-second videos and doing it in moments and sharing it with your friends. And then last one, I happen to be a long-distance cyclist. So cycling, having my phone right there on the Strava app and watching my biometrics on my bike at the 50th mile. You know, that's delicious and killer function. Okay, let's go to hardware. It's going. Coming back to you, what can you do with delicious, killer function with different devices on your body, in your world, in your lifestyle, in your work style? Google Glass. It causes a scene when I put on Google Glass. I have 50 people around me, and you know what people want to do? They want to try it, but they're more interested in getting a profile shot for Facebook, to have Google Glass on their face. But Google reached out to me and they said, Patrick, can you shoot Patrick TV using Google Glass? I said, absolutely. So they said, beta test this and give us feedback. So when I put it on Google Glass, I'm walking along or I'm filming Patrick TV, It's simple. I don't even have to touch it. I look up, I look down, it comes on. I say, Google Glass. All of a sudden, I've got my commands there. Okay, Glass, take a photo. Okay, Glass, take a video. Okay, Glass, share it on Facebook. And all these functions are happening without even touching it. Let me share with you something that I did this past weekend. My sister and I did a charity bike ride from Miami to Key West.
Thank you. We're coming into the finish line, 167 miles. Thank you. Thank you. You finished.
Anyhow, you get it. Let me tell you, after 167 miles, I barely had enough strength to go, okay, Glass. Right? But once again, delicious user experience and killer function.